Let's see, let's see. I'm over here inviting people, so if you are there, please stick around. Cause I just got a few highlights. I was running errands while the inauguration was starting, but I did get an opportunity to come home and catch most of it because, of course, we all got these smartphones, so we were walking around with computers in our hands. So I was still able to kind of shop a little bit and tune in a little bit too. So yeah, I'm over here inviting people so I can get some people. And if you are there while I'm talking, please feel free to comment and ask questions and things like that. Y'all know me. I ain't gonna get on here too long. I just got a few notes. So I got my notes right here. So I hope y'all enjoy all of this because I definitely enjoyed everything that I saw today on this inauguration. I had oral surgery yesterday, so I'm talking a certain kind of way. My mouth is still it's not bothering me, but I can definitely tell that I definitely had some oral surgery yesterday. All right, so if you are there and you are watching, please like and share. I said I was going to be, doing more social media presence this year, so what better way to come in and give some, I guess, unedited and good pointers and tips than the inauguration today. I'm all glistening and shiny. That's called good skin. So, like I said, hey Cynthia and Johnny and Brian and Aunt Hattie. So, yeah, the inauguration was really good today. I'm going to try to get through these really, really quickly. You so they say it about you. And I'm gonna start with the thing that Mike, what's going on? The thing that stuck out to me the most, first and foremost, was oh yeah, I didn't see him leave the White House either. All I saw was him, saying that his plane was finally leaving, or he was leaving. The plane had left, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I'm sure they probably cheered 45 out of there too. But first, I want to talk about at the top of my list because I'm gonna go down the list, and this is all in no particular order. It's all in just as I was sitting here brainstorming, just thinking about certain things, and it went basically like this. Like I didn't see. I was actually at Walmart getting my my alkaline water, and somebody text me, did you see Kamala Harris trip down the stairs? And I was like, no. I said, I bet you it's gonna be an hour before they start making the memes about it. And they was like, nope, too late. They already started doing it. So in that moment when somebody was saying that she had was Petty playing Hit the Road Jack. Did they play Hit the Road Jack? Oh God. That's awful. Oh my gosh, Johnny, did they? I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Well, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more for 45. Y'all know I don't really give him a whole lot of credit or any kind of intention, so that's all he gonna get for this point, or from this point on. He's irrelevant and he's in the past now, as of about 10 minutes ago when the new president, Joe Biden, and Vice President Kamala Harris drove off the property. So I watched them drive off the property, and that's why I'm just now getting on here to talk about this video. So let's start with Vice President Harris tripping down the stairs. And in my notes, I said that was a perfect example of quick recovery and keep moving forward. And I put that down because shit happens. Y'all know me. Who was the president on the last day? There was no president on the last day. Hell, he probably was somewhere trying to figure out how he can get out of here without having his goofy ass carried off to jail on his... Anyway, back to Kamala Harris. So I said that, you know, the quick recovery and moving forward, it was a perfect example, you know what I'm saying? Because now she's not only, there was no practice, there was no edits. She tripped down the stairs and she did it gracefully and she kept it moving. She did not let it disturb her or anything else that she had planned, and looking good as she did. And she just made it, you know, she turned something that could have turned extremely, I can't even say negative, because even when Beyonce fell down the stairs, she got back up and continued to dance. And that's exactly how you handle situations in life and things and people like that. When you trip over some shit, you get back up and you keep it moving. And that's exactly what she did. So for those of y'all who saw that and tried to make it a joke or anything negative, because we all trip and fall, there's been songs about dust yourself off and try again. And that's exactly what she did. She tripped a little bit and she kept it moving, and she still looked good. She still delivered an amazing speech, and she still is what? The first female vice president, and black. I don't care if it's 1%. I don't care if it's her grandmama's twice or third removed. The woman is still black. So dust yourself off and try again, exactly like she did when she tripped down them stairs. Next on my notes. Oh, speaking of grace and mercy, I'm just doing a wellness check on everybody and they edges, and because I said, anybody else have edges left after Mrs. Michelle Obama came through and snatched them? When I tell you, that woman right there came, baby, when she came through for the edges and the added pressure on people's neck, she took no prisoners today. She gave it her, whoever her stylist is, whoever the people are who handled her. What happened? Don't ditch your post. You get back up. Exactly. When you fall, you get up, you drink your water and mind your own bald-headed business, and you keep it moving. And that's exactly what, you know, she did. So again, Michelle Obama, when I tell you she came through, the hair was done, that outfit, that pantsuit was everything. Like even the way that it flowed in the air. Did y'all catch it when she walked out, when they announced her and President Obama? And she walked out, and just the way that the fabric was flowing when she walked out of those two doors, baby, if you did not see anything else, you noticed Mrs. Michelle Obama today. That will forever be an iconic moment, because when I tell you she killed, slayed, snatched edges, put pressure on all necks, she took absolutely no prisoners, and I was there for it, and I was standing right behind her because she deserves every bit of everything and every positive thing that comes out of today. Y'all me personally, if I'm ever in a room and y'all say something negative about Mrs. Michelle Obama, I'm fighting you. That's it. That's all, the end all be all. That's just it. You will never say anything negative about Mrs. Michelle Obama or Barack Obama, because guess what? They're my cousins in my head, you know. That's my auntie, my uncle, and my cousins. So you will never be able to say anything negative in a room where I am about Michelle Obama. That might start a real fight. And I ain't fought in a long time, but baby, try it. And next, you know, let me see what else that I have before I go and get serious on y'all. Oh, Lady Gaga. Where's she at? Where's she at? Where's my notes for her? Oh, so yeah, Lady Gaga. She had on that big old Katniss Everdeen, The Hunger Games brooch. I love Lady Gaga because she always is going to give you complete exotic, complete, eccentric, out of the box kind of things, and it's still extremely classy and it's still extremely Lady Gaga. So I appreciate her for doing that, because that brooch was like a whole animal on her chest. And when I saw it, I was like, wait. And all I could think about is may the odds ever be ever in your favor. You know, I was there with you. I was there with you, Lady Gaga. So may the odds ever be in your favor for being the slayer that you are and channeling Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games and helping us, you know, remember that. I guess, you know, in that whole Hunger Games movie, if y'all ever seen any of the movies, it was almost like the world had to be destroyed and divided in order to come back together. And Katniss Everdeen was the one who did it. So she definitely channeled that. She definitely channeled all of that. And I was there for all of the shenanigans, all the way from the red roses in the back of her bun to the black ribbon that was tied around her ponytail, all the way down to the brooch in the extremely large piece of fabric that she called a dress that she wrapped around and twirled in the air. So anyway, yeah, so all right, let me make sure before I go and give y'all a little bit of knowledge. Okay, bet. So we're diving right in. So first and foremost, as I go into changing the tone of everything, I would like to congratulate and spotlight Amanda Gorman. That is the young lady who delivered that amazing speech. And that speech represented not only Black women, but people of color, all in, you know, because she was, and I love, you know, I love all my melanated people, but she was extra melanated. You know what I'm saying? She was my hue of Black. Like, she was a Black girl. And, you know, I'm not going light skin, dark skin, but you get so used to the world putting light skinned melanated people in front of you. And that's not the only representation. So not only is this young woman talented. Now, when I say young, I went and looked her up, because to be completely honest, I didn't know a whole lot about her. But I bet you I will now. She's only 22 years old, y'all. She is 22 years old. She did not go up there with politically correct hair. She went up there with hair, like I put on the post. She had a protected style. And as a Black woman, you know, having Black women around me, I know what protective styles are all about. She went in there with braids. She went in there with her ethnic gold accents in her hair, which usually is looked down upon when it comes to politically correct situations and people. She went in there and she did that. All of it. She did all of that. When I tell you she delivered a speech, and it came from an emotional place. It came from a place of understanding who she is and what her place is on this earth as an activist. She's an activist in LA. And her focus is oppression, feminism, race, and marginalization. And those are just a few things. She's written some things. She is a whole lot more than just what does it say? She is blah, 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 the youngest known inaugural poet. 22, y'all. 22. Like, at 22, I think back when I was 22, I'm like, yeah, I wasn't focusing on inaugural poets and poetry and doing things like that. At 22 years old, I had just moved to Atlanta, so my life was all about parties. So, yeah, so Amanda Gorman, if you do not know who she is, remember that name. Remember her speech, because I'm sure it's going to be posted somewhere, and some people are going to have pieces of it in their speeches for the rest of this year and probably for the rest of somebody's life. So please, y'all, look up Amanda Gorman. What else I got on here? Oh, yeah. So it says, you know, I'm not very political. Like, I don't really like talking politics. I don't like to get into that debate. And I'll say that I'm not political, but I'm very emotional. And today was very, very, very emotional. You know, to the standpoint that it kind of touched on a lot of things that you understand, not only as a black person, but as a person in general, that we all just went through the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey circus for the last 4 years, and now here we are trying to figure out and pick up the pieces and recover from what we just went through with the previous clown who was in front of everybody and calling himself the president. So today it was emotional because it was almost like a breath of fresh air. It's almost like, okay, so now what do we do? How do we clean this up? How do we take these pieces and we become whole again by ourselves in order to give to other people in the system in their process of becoming whole? So yeah, we definitely need a soulful twist. Yeah, what else? Oh, as I was watching, I also wrote on here, I said the buzz about black women was definitely shown today. And I said, wow, white America spent hundreds of years fighting and killing our black men when they underestimated our own secret weapon, the black woman. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, I was raised by a strong black woman, Amanda Gorman. She, when you look her up, it says that she was raised by a single woman, a single mother. And she even said it in her speech. A lot of times people are looking at and intimidated by the black man, that they forget that we have this secret weapon, and that's a black woman. Whether you were born of a black woman, whether you are married to a black woman, hell, whether you are a black woman, period, you are the secret weapon to this whole world at this point. What I'm saying? You are giving birth to kings and queens. You are the person who endure so much. You are that person who keeps a secret stash of money somewhere that nobody know about because you were smarter than the average bear, like Yogi say. So yeah, they spent so many years fighting and killing and being afraid of the black man when, trust me, our secret weapon as black people or as people in general is a black woman. If you want to get some shit done, go find you a black woman. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I hope I ain't offend nobody. And if I did, then you need to be taking and appreciating the black woman that you have around you, because guess what? They exist and they ain't going nowhere. So, yeah, so what else do I have on here? Okay, I don't want to go too much more. How long I've been on this thing right here? And last I said, and I posted that as well, about how if I said, I hope people took it all in. And if you have children, make them sit down and watch what went on today. Help them understand what went on today. And if you don't understand, to tell your child what went on, there's an opportunity for you to learn what went on so that y'all can learn together. And then I said, show them that they are included instead of showing them so much exclusion. And I say that because, again, being a black person, you come from and you see, even in the line of work that I have, you see so many people who are still angry and bitter and fighting for inclusion because they're so used to seeing exclusion and people fighting against them. And hell, even your neighborhood and even the people that you're related to and even your friends are, excluding you from things. And today was all about inclusion. Today was about emotion. Today was about, like Joe Biden's platform, unity. And standing together and understanding each other's differences and respecting each other's differences. And like I said, that also goes inside the black community at this point, because it's about inclusion. It's about the unity. It's about the togetherness. It's not about, you go to church more than I do or at all and I don't. It's not about you being a gay or a straight person. It's not about you being a male or female. It's not about you being a black or a white person. It is about inclusion. It is about respect of the difference. Just because you differ in opinion or color or religion or whatever the case may be, does not mean that you cannot be included. Basically, that's what today was all about. It was about inclusion. So, excuse me, this was a perfect opportunity for people to show their children, sit down and understand what was going on, talk to them about what was going on, talk to them about the emotion that I hope people felt, because I felt my tears drawn up, because I think about my mother and my sister and my brother and my dad and my niece and my nephews and my cousins. These are all people who, including myself, at some point in our lives felt like we were excluded from something. And today was all about inclusion. Like, it was including everybody. And today I felt like, even though I wasn't there, that finally my vote counted and I felt like I was included. And that's important right now, because as divided as we have become over the last 4 years, and as much of a fight we're going to have, or uphill battle that we are going to have over the next 4 years, and hopefully, further than that, and even if whenever Joe Biden's term is over, we are still going to have to be able to look at ourselves and be able to know where we stand in the world, and how to include others who may be different, who may look different, who may act different, who may just have differences, but they still deserve to be here, or else they wouldn't be. So, yeah. Inclusion. Everything was fun today. I didn't really go anywhere, but I definitely felt the love, the energy, the spirit, the emotion. Like I said, I'm not really religious, and a lot of people are talking about how religious and how it felt like a church service. And, some people may have been offended, but when you look past things being a church service and pay attention to the souls that it touched, the minds that it changed, or the minds that it even opened. It didn't even necessarily have to change the minds, but it definitely opened up some minds, I'm sure. So, make sure y'all like and share this video, and leave down in the bottom of the comments your highlight of today's inauguration. I'm sure this video is gonna keep going on and on, but I'm about done talking. But I do want to hear or read what everybody's highlight was for the inauguration. So, until next time, I'm Tyrell, in representation of course, Let's Heal, like my LLC and my company. So, you have to take in account that he is he's very religious. Joe Biden is very religious. He has a good religious background and support team, which is extremely important. Support is extremely important. And I don't mean support as in family, because, or should I say relatives? I don't mean support as in relatives, because just because you're related to somebody or something does not mean that they are family. But that's a whole nother topic and a whole nother subject. I'm not going into that right now. This is the end of this video. I'll talk to y'all later. Until next time, I'm Tyrell. Bye.